the School of Personal Development, it deals entirely with how to improve yourself, how you can make yourself better, how you can acquire new skills, how you can improve how you do things. So the science of the personal development is a science of self-improvement. It deals with models that we can employ for us to make ourselves better versions of ourselves, and for us to be able to go far, acquire more, and do more, and become more. So that's what the School of Personal Development deals with. When was the last time you sat and you looked at yourself and say, how can I make myself better at the workplace, better in my family as a husband or wife, better as a child in the family, better as a manager or as a junior, better as somebody who serves in the church, better in your spiritual growth? Hello and welcome to Expansion Revolution Nuggets. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm excited to be sharing with you, and I'm launching a new series that is going to be very informative. It is going to be on personal development. For those of you who might not know, other than being a pastor here at Hillview Church, I am a personal development professional, and I specialize in personal management, in personal financial management, and in people development dynamics. So I know a little bit of what I'm going to be sharing with you here, and it's going to be empowering, and please share it with your friends. So I want us to look at the subject of personal development, because personal development is one of those things that can help your life become better. It's actually a sort of modern career in terms of helping people to grow in the world of work and in the corporate ladders and in all other issues that relate to growth, because how far you go as a professional, as an individual, depends on how much investment you put on developing yourself. I think the School of Personal Development, it deals entirely with how to improve yourself, how you can make yourself better, how you can acquire new skills, how you can improve how you do things. So the science of the personal development is a science of self-improvement. It deals with models that we can employ for us to make ourselves better versions of ourselves, and for us to be able to go far, acquire more, and do more, and become more. So that's what the School of Personal Development deals with. Strategies that we can employ to make ourselves more functional, more employable, more resourceful in family, more resourceful in the personal space, so that we can go far. And I think the question today that I have for you is, do you have a personal development plan? How intentional are you to grow yourself and to take yourself far? And I want to show you in this introductory remarks about personal development that one of the approach that I'm going to be using in dealing with this subject, which is what I'm a firm believer on at a very strong level of theoretical approaches to the scholarship on personal development, it's idealism, and this is a philosophical discourse on the fact that we each, when we look at personal development from an idealistic perspective, in each and every one of us there exists a better version of yourself, so that right now inside of you there's a better version of yourself. Inside of you there's a better version of yourself who can do more, achieve more, go further, and attain you more skills. So the School of Personal Development is sponsored by the belief that each one of us can improve and become better version of yourself. And I think that's a key message right there. I don't want you to be stuck where you are thinking that you can never improve, you can never change, you can never learn anything new. Hey, as long as you are here and time allows you, get new skills, acquire new competencies, and make your life and yourself better. When you do that, you are making yourself more valuable. I think that's what I want to talk about today. So idealism helps us to recognize that there exists within us potential to improve things and to become better. And when we do that, we are increasing the sphere of our capabilities, making ourselves more valuable and more attractive and more pleasurable to engage with and to deal with. Have you ever met people that are, they are nice to be with, and when you are with them, you learn a lot from them. They have more to offer. Why? Because they have invested a lot in developing themselves and attaining new skills and new information that can live much more better. And I think the competing school of thought, and I use both in my approach, is what we call rationalism, which deals much more with the concrete evidence of where we are. And according to rationalism in personal development dynamics, the argument is that right as you are today, you are capable of improving and changing who you are. Yes, there may be evidence that you have been where you are and how you have been like that for the longest time. But the truth of the matter is, it's a fact, but it's not the truth. You can change yourself to become the best version of yourself. Maybe people have looked at you and given up on you and said, no, you can't. I don't care whether it is weight. I don't care whether it is your way of thinking. I don't care whether it is behavior. When you when you set up your mind to change your life, you can do that. And what more if you also believe in the spiritual power of the Holy Ghost and Jesus' ability to empower you to become better. I tell you, you can change your life to make yourself a better person by making a decision to become better. So that's what personal development is. Personal development is that belief, is that science that help us develop practical ways of how to make our lives better. When was the last time you sat and you looked at yourself and say, how can I make myself better at the workplace, better in my family as a husband or wife, better as a child in the family, better as a manager or as a junior, better as somebody who serves in the church, better in your spiritual growth. So there exist platforms and opportunities for growth within frameworks and spheres and scope of operation that we find ourselves in. And we need to make deliberate decisions to grow and to improve. And personal development is that broad general approach that you use to set up your mind for improving yourself. And that's my encouragement for you. You can improve where you are. I don't care what people have said to you. You can become better version of yourself. You can go further than you have ever gone, and you can change. You can overcome those negative qualities and negative habits. You can become better. That's what we'll be talking about. And I can tell you, share this podcast with a lot of your friends. Tell them to come in, and those of you watching on YouTube, like this message and share it and let people in your life know there is an encouraging, positive message that can empower them to change and to become better versions of who they are. Thank you so much for joining. Click that notification bell so that when we download this next episode, you would be the first to get it. Otherwise, I'm OJ Matiba. We love you. Let's see you next time.